Hey, good morning, Facebook. Mark, your motivation dealer here this morning, and I am so very sorry if I've led you astray. And I've realized over the course of making multiple videos and listening to some stuff this morning, as I tell you that I always do every morning, that I've left out one key ingredient, one key point to all of this. And let me make myself a little clearer. You know, motivation is important, building your dreams is important, taking action is important. All of these things are important. But the one thing that I realized about myself and that I've neglected to mention in these videos is that you need to be result oriented. And I'm going to give a big shout out to a couple people here. Chris Brindamore, if you're watching here now or later today, Chris just went ahead and reverse engineered someone's very successful sales funnel. My mentor Alex has been telling me for years that you need to be result oriented, and for some reason sometimes the message doesn't get through. You need to hear it in multiple ways. You need to hear it from someone specifically, in a way that seems to resonate in your brain. And although I've heard that for a long time, it seemed to kind of ping in my head this morning when I listened to this video with a gentleman that was talking about it. And I apologize, I don't remember that gentleman's name. I didn't catch who it was. An audio, and I didn't actually see who it was. So, but I wanted to talk about being result oriented because, you can take massive action, and I try to take massive action every single day. But the reality is, are you doing things that are actually making you money? Let's use sales as an example, and this could be true of any career field. It could be true of my oral surgery career. It could be true of anything that you guys are doing out there right now. Hey, Damon, good to see you, buddy. How's everything in China? Damon's out in China. It's crazy. So, you want to be result driven. And so let's, like I said, let's take sales as the example. Many people in sales think that, looking over their sales list and organizing their sales list and looking at, their brochures and paraphernalia, and knowing what's on them, talking to others, training, all of these things is building their sales career. But the truth of the matter is, the only thing that matters in sales is making the sale, being one-on-one with the person in front of you. If it's direct sales in the real world, so to speak, then that's one-on-one live interaction where you're selling to a customer that wants what you have, that can afford to pay for what you have, and sees the value in what you have, right? Online, maybe it's just your sales video out there in front of the eyeballs that are necessary to get people on board to sell a product or to join your team or whatever the case may be, right? So you have to be result driven. And I started to realize that I was doing lots and lots of activities, but not all of those activities are result oriented. And the truth of the matter is, the most successful people are result oriented. The most unsuccessful people in the world are hurrying about, doing busy all the time, and really in actuality not doing anything that's actually earning them money, that's not really getting the end result, whatever that end result is, right? So what does it take to be result oriented? First of all, you have to have self-discipline. You have to do what is difficult right now to have the end result that you want. The reason that people aren't successful is because they do what's easy right now and fun. Easy and fun is, short-term gain for long-term pain. That's what I heard this morning. I'd like to be, I'd like to be creative enough to come up with that on my own. But the reality is, as I drop my phone, or as my phone drops off my mirror, that that's not really the case. So, short-term pain for short-term gain for long-term pain is not the answer. All right, what the answer is being self-disciplined to look at doing what is result-oriented. Like, In my business, I realize that I need to bring in 500 leads a week in order to get the kind of results that I want to get. So now I have to reverse engineer. I have to look at, okay, is the work that I'm doing right now producing more leads and producing more sales? Because if it's not, I'm wasting my time. All right, income producing activities like Alex always talks about. So you've got to make sure that your focus is on results. Your focus is on what it is that you need to accomplish, and not just work, not just busy work. You know, you can be crazy busy, and most people that are unsuccessful are crazy busy doing multiple things. But if you're doing things extraordinarily well that are completely inefficient, you're not helping yourself or helping anyone else. The truth of the matter is, people who are all about activity, who are all about just doing a massive amount of work, are usually working for someone else, because they're not result oriented, they're activity oriented. So if you learned anything from today, other than the fact that I can drop my phone while in the middle of a Facebook Live and keep going, if you've learned anything today, focus on results. Focus on the end result. What is the end result? And you work your way backwards. Reverse engineer what it is that you need to do on a daily basis to accomplish those results. So like for instance, if I need 500 leads a week, divided by 7 days, let's say, just to make the numbers easy, because I'm driving and I don't want to think that hard. Let's say I'm working 5 days a week, although I usually put in more. 5 days a week, I need 100 leads a day. And now I've got to figure out, are the activities that I'm doing every single day producing 100 leads a day? And if they're not, I need to tweak and change and work on the things that I need to do on a daily basis to get 100 leads a day, to produce 500 leads a week, to get X number of upgrades, to build my team, to do whatever it is that you need to do. That's what's important. If you're talking about sales and you need to sell a certain number of products, well, if you need to sell a certain number of products per month, you need to move inventory. Then you need to figure out how many products you need to sell a day, and then figure out how many leads you need in a day to achieve those results, and then figure out how you're going to get those leads. So it's all reverse engineering. It's all result oriented. So thanks so much, Damon. Hey, Sylvia, good to see you again. Sylvia always jumps on my videos. Appreciate that. Appreciate you guys, and hope I gave you some value this morning. And take care of yourself. TGIM. Happy Monday. Go out and make results. Take care.